During the 45 years I've spent in law enforcement, I've done and seen a lot of things. Through that time, there have been plenty of highs and lows. Some of the things I experienced were very difficult, while others were extremely gratifying. But the experiences that bother me the most are the cases that have gone unsolved. Or maybe a better way to phrase it is, the hardest cases to look back on are the ones that haven't been solved yet. I qualify this statement with the word yet because as long as I'm alive, I will never stop trying to find resolution to any of these cases. I will never stop thinking about them. I will never stop looking for leads. I will never stop keeping these cases alive through public awareness, and I will never stop recruiting experts in the criminal justice field who can potentially help us solve these cases. The reason? I can't stomach the thought of families and loved ones who have been left behind to wonder what happened. Whether a loved one was murdered, kidnapped, was a victim of a violent sexual assault, or has simply gone missing, it's our responsibility as law enforcement officials to advocate for those left behind. It's also incumbent upon us to do everything within our power to honor their memories by finding justice for them. They count on us to do just that, and it's heartbreaking to see the desperation on loved ones' faces when investigations stall. That's why, when I retired from law enforcement several years ago, I knew I couldn't just ride off into the sunset and rest knowing that some things still had to be done about so many unsolved cases. Honestly, I don't think I'll ever rest. With more than 200,000 unsolved homicide cases sitting out there in the United States alone, how could I? This has been the case for far too long. A disturbing study of FBI records found that since 1995, the national average of solved homicides in the United States is only about 64%, leaving 36% of murders unsolved annually. This means that approximately 5,700 killers get away with murder every year. Such an amount of unsolved cold case murders takes a devastating toll on thousands of families and their communities, and it has a compounding financial and workload effect on police departments and the respective personnel assigned to work them. To address this challenge, some police departments can dedicate cold case detectives, while others simply must do the best they can with limited resources and manpower and scarce funding. And while we can't always control how much funding we get or how much manpower our police departments are allotted, we can control where we choose to focus our attention and what we can do to find solutions to this problem.